Guten Tag. We are here with a psychology project with Eggman and Gleep. Let us begin. Well,
Where's Gleep at?
meh, 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 meh.
Ah, Gleep, there you are. Well, today, we are going to have a little lesson about the brain.
Meh, 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 meh.
That's not very nice, Gleep. But, you know what is nice? Learning about your brain.
Meh, meh,
Gleep, you gotta sit this one out.
meh.
What am I doing, mate? Now, like I was saying, we are going to be learning about the brain.
Now,
You guys know what the corpus callosum is?
I don't know how to pronounce these words. That's why I got my little sheet here. I don't know how to pronounce some of these words. Anyway, my fault. I gotta get back to acting.
Well, the corpus callosum is the little pile of neurons protecting your brain, well, not that protecting, transporting between the two hemispheres, this one and this one. It's right down here in the middle, it's very interesting. But you know what's else interesting? Someone was having seizures and epilepsy, so a man named, I forgot what his name was it Robert Spear? Give me a moment, buckaroos! Ah, no. Roger Sperry, my fault. I had to do a little fact checking. Anyway, Roger Sperry, what he decided to do?
He decided
That he was going to split the corpus callosum.
and it worked. No more seizures. Though the hemispheres currently, like connect, because split, it's not gonna work like that, buddy. But I don't even know why I have Eggman here. I'm not even using him anymore. You know what? Eggman could just sit right there. Right there. God damn it, you can't see the beautiful doctor.
Give me a moment, guys.
No.
What do we got?
Back him up. Backing up.
Okay, Eggman can just be there, okay? He can be for emotional support.
Now, what's interesting is that when Roger Spade did this, it was only an experiment. They didn't know if it was going to work or not. It did. You want to else? It's really interesting. This little part, right here in the front, the frontal cortex. You want to know what that thing does? It controls your emotions and your personality and all that other fun stuff. You want to know how people learn about that? Quite simple. Back in like the 1800s, this man named Phineas Gage, working with like railroad tires and irons and all that stuff. Boom. Pretend this is the railroad iron. Okay, it went from like here as out his skull. But people were like, nah, that didn't happen, man. That did not happen. Which is reasonable. Who would think a man got an entire wrought iron shot through his skull and it's just like, yeah, man, good. How you doing? Me? Yeah, I just had wrought through my skull. But he did. And it turns out that after it, he was completely fine. Could still talk, breathe, eat, nothing was wrong. Apart from his personality, it was completely different. Gone. Well, not gone, but that's how his friends would describe Phineas Gage as. In fact, after the accident, they described him as that man is no longer Gage. Or Phineas. He wasn't himself, okay? This controls the personality. Just remember that. That's all you need to know. Personality frontal cortex. Just remember that and you'll be good. That's all. Now, let's see what else in the little notes we have here. I'm just picking out all my favorite stuff here and I'm going to just yap about that, alright? Alright, you know what? That's an interesting one. The consciousness. Now, the definition of a conscious, according to my little unit module here, is the awareness of ourselves and environment. Thing is, from my research or understanding, no one knows why we're conscious, where it comes from. Because even those with only the brain stem are still conscious. So it clearly doesn't have really much to do with this part of the brain, all those big old fleshy noodles, the squishy noodles. None of that. Because people with only brain stems are apparently still conscious. So where does consciousness come from? I don't know. You expect me to have the answer? I don't know! Anyway. Let's get back to another one. And you know what? I might have to do another video after this. Do a little yap session. This seems kind of fun, actually. Anyway, my fault. I need to get back to my thingy. I apologize for this. I'm trying to figure out what seems most interesting. Twins. That's a good little subject right there, buddy-o. Anyway, so I have the paper because I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm going to try my best. But monozygotic are twins that develop from a single fertilized egg and are two genetically identical people. So, if you are a monozygotic twin, that most likely means you're going to be exactly the same, like down to the little itty tiny of the atoms. Actually, maybe to the atoms too. Same gender, same this, same that, same everything. But then there are dizygotic twins, which develop from separate fertilized eggs that just come out at the same time. So you're still twins, but you're more like siblings, like brother and sister, whether being like literally identical. Not that. Monozygotic, exactly the same, identical twins. Dizygotic twins, but they're more similar to like brothers and sisters.
That's more interesting.
I can't take this seriously. Okay, another thing is, I'm going to put the paper down because I'm going to go on a little rant about that, but one thing that people did back in the day to figure out, psychology, the whole nature versus nurture discussion, was take twins, not dizygotic, because, they're more like brother and sister, that doesn't really matter. But what they would take were the monozygotic twins, and basically since they were like identically the same person, since why they were identical twins, they were literally the same person, they would then separate them, one stayed with biological parents, the other goes with like an adopted family. And from my research from the textbook and the module and all of that fun stuff, it does not matter what the environment is, if they have different parents, environments, this, that, the other. If they are monozygotic, completely identical twins, it does not matter where they are at, they will grow up almost exactly the same. For example, the story of the two Jims, not Jims as in G-Y-M, Jims as in J-I-M, in case you were confused. But, basically, these two Jims, they were monozygotic, so, they were together. And then they were apart, gone, separated, reduced. Well, not reduced, but, gone. But they basically live exactly the same lives, having the exact same dog name, same child name, same wife name, divorce, same second wife name. And they didn't know that until they met up in their mid-late adult years. I don't know what that means. I forgot what I was going to say. My fault. My fault. I'm thinking the little module thing. I forgot my teacher got a little sense of humor. It's a little goofy, I ain't gonna lie. I like it though. Hold up. That's a good one right there. So, Charles Darwin was the kind of the inventor of natural selection. And I'm like wondering, what's natural selection, good sir? Oh man, I forget, I can't do that to myself. Oh, potato, potato, who gives a crap? Anyway, you might be wondering, what's natural selection, good fella? Well, I'll tell you. It is basically the rule in nature that no matter what traits get passed through, reproductive and fighter genes will get passed through, so, the strongest can survive,
Strong good, weak bad. Strong live, weak die.
that type of stuff, okay? That's all you need to know.
Strong win, weak they die. Kill them, reduce them, exterminate.
That's basically what it means, mate. But, let's see. What else we got here? Now this one I'm going to read the question bar for bar and give you guys a little time to think, alright? How might an evolutionary psychologist explain gender differences in sexuality and mating preferences? Give you some time to think. Okay, that's enough time to think. I can't keep standing on myself like that for that long. It's annoying. But when it comes to sex, the lovely in and out, as they say. Men are more recreational. Okay, they don't really see it as something really high up there. They kind of just want to do it. Okay, we are sexual creatures. Well, we love it. Okay, like scientifically, we wank off more. We do more sex. The more boom 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 boom. Men or women, we don't care. We just like the sex. Alright. Who am I talking to? I'm doing this for my psychology project, mate. So I gotta upload this to YouTube. That is exactly who I'm talking to. Myself, and I gotta upload it to YouTube. Black bro. What the fuck? Anyway, mate, let me get back to my little school project, mate. What was I going about? I forgot. Yes, sex. So men, they tend to, be recreational sex, while women tend to, want to get it for, like, relationships, family, reproduction. And men, we just want sex. We don't care. Let's see what else we got here. Nah, that's not interesting. Oh, wait, that's everything? Dang. Oh, well, I guess the project's done now. What the fuck? Oh, let me get all these messages now. Damn. What the flip? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I'm just gonna cut that short because I'm literally nothing else in here is that. I mean, it's interesting, but I can't make it into a project, so. Hey, yeah, I gotta put. Bruv. Being my black little. I am a cracker, mate. Who cares? Yap about it. Ugh. I'll shut this in the mouth. My black little slave good boy. Interesting message. You know what? Keep the messages coming. Oh wait, that's a lie. I gotta end this for YouTube. Oh well. Goodbye. Yes, end the